How you doing? Angel here. I'm going to give you guys a tour and layout of my van. I got a 2021 Ford Transit. I'm going to give you guys a tour inside and kind of show you a little bit of a layout. Don't have everything laid out quite just like I want it. I just moved into this van from a Chevy Express van, which now I have doubled the room in here, and it seems like I'm running out of room pretty quick. Haven't got everything straightened out like I want it, but I'll give you guys a tour. So, for me here, I do HVAC and I do a little bit of plumbing. I do both. Primarily HVAC is what I do. Got my refrigerant rack here for all my refrigerants, my R22, 410A, 407C. Of course, you cannot be a technician without bubbles. We all know what this is. Great finding leaks, I got my charging station over here for batteries. So I originally started out with DeWalt, which I think DeWalt is great later on getting into Milwaukee. So I've already made a big investment into DeWalt. So primarily now I use Milwaukee, but I didn't want to buy all my tools all over again and get Milwaukee. So I use both. I use DeWalt and Milwaukee. On this side, I keep some of my WD-40 marking paint. Of course, coil cleaner. Get those EVAPs pretty clean. Got my pipe wrenches here. Got a lot of on my shelf. Got nuts and screws and extra stuff that I need in here. I'll give you a tour inside. And of course, here's my Vito bag. If it's something you guys want to know what I have inside that bag, please notify me. Leave a comments there if you want me to give you the loadout of my Vito. This is a Vito TP XL bag. I've had, I would say, going on a year now. I think it's a great bag. The only thing I am disappointed in Vito is, in fact, I think they owe me two 1/4 inch and 5/16 6-inch drip bullets. Is here at the bottom, it tore. There's a hole at the bottom of this pocket, and it's actually tearing down here too. Only had it for about a year now. So now I keep my bits on this side. I lost the bits that were on this side of it. I do know Vito came out with a new bag. I think they call it a TP XXL, which actually has got the side pockets for your meter. This is my meter here. I use a UEI. Usually I use the fuel piece. I just recently switched over to this UEI. I won't talk too much about the bag. If you guys want to see the loadout of it, like I said, just leave me a comment there if you guys like to see the layout, and I'll go through all the tools. Primarily, I do service work and some installs. Sometimes I go help my install crew out. But primarily, I said 90% of what I need to make my repairs is inside this bag, because don't like coming up and down the roof to come back to my truck to grab what I need. Up here, I keep my manifold gauge here. Straightforward. I keep it, my famous saying is, I got my yellow jacket, keep it safe, keep it simple. Just keep it simple, nothing fancy. I got an extra manifold gauge. I like to have two of everything. You never know when something's going to break. You're on a job and you need another manifold gauge. I do have some field piece wireless, bits that I'll show you guys a little later. Here on this side of the shelf, I have all my HVAC parts and motors that I need. I got some ECMs, retrofit kits, blower motors, condenser motors. Especially if you HVAC techs out there, you guys know the way it is. You can never ever have enough condenser fan motors in the summer. Got thermostats. Got all my thermostats in here. I do a lot of hydronic heatings during the winter, so I got a lot of pumps, circulating pumps. I keep all my capacitors down here from low to big. Refrigerant leak seals that I have. Harsh start kits. Just a lot of miscellaneous different little parts that I have, to repair. I do have down here, I do have my turbo kit, turbo torch, that I like to, if I'm in a hurry, I like to use that to make a, if I got to make a repair, a leak on an evaporator coil, condenser coil, If something's leaking, if I gotta do a compressor swap out, that's what it's my go-to. But I also have in here, I also got this set up here. If I need it. This actually, I think it does a little bit cleaner. It's a smaller flame. You can get into tight places, especially if you're soldering in a TXV or something. That's probably something I'll use down here. Now, on this side of the shelf, and more importantly, this is important. You know, if you're an HVAC technician, you know how important this is for the summertime. It certainly helps, especially you're going to be changing out a motor, blower motor on a rooftop. This is a lifesaver. Keep the sun out of your face, and more for longevity. On this side, I got all my plumbing. On my plumbing side, I've got a lot of galvanized fittings, ABS fittings for small drains, toilet repairs, faucets, bathroom faucets, kitchen faucets, leak detection equipment. I also do leak detections. You know, so. And a lot of mine, if you step up here and I'll show you. Over here, like I said, I'm an HVAC technician, but from time to time, you know, originally I started as a plumber. I got all my drain cleaning equipment over here on this side that, you know, it's got a ramp there that unloads it and loads it for me. So I don't have to do any heavy lifting. Down here, I got my recovery tank, my recovery pump, my coil cleaner, which comes in handy, you know, for those summer times. And like I said, I haven't been in this van. I've only been here for 2 months in this van, so I'm still getting situated. Got the ladder guider there. They call it the quick click, which saves rain gutters. You know, customers don't like you putting their ladder, you know, your ladder, extension ladder, on their rain gutter. So don't do it. That right there will save you guys a lot of headache. Any calls to the office, say, hey, your guy just bent my rain gutter. So that'll help you keep your ladder off the rain gutter. Got my 6-foot ladder up here on top. My extension ladder is up on top on the roof. Up here I got my vacuum pump, a bunch of tips here, blades. I got a mat back there if I'm working inside the customer's home. I don't get their carpet or scratch their floor. I got a mat carpet there, a 3x5 that I lay out. Let's see what else I had here. Miscellaneous fittings, cartridges for faucets and stuff like that. On this side, I keep my tools. A lot of my battery tools, my DeWalt, Milwaukee, hole saw kits. On this side, some ratchet wrenches, some supply lines, filters, which actually running a little low on filters. Got my Milwaukee little shop vac down here, which is really great. Works really good blowing out, vacuuming out, condensation drains, hvac coil pans. Really a lifesaver. I got a little mini camera, Milwaukee mini camera, to look inside a coil, heat exchangers or anything like that. That's this over here. See what else? Let me show you guys what else I got in here. Got a lot of stuff, too much to list. I got my tool box on this side. Got my little ladder here, what I like to call my legs. You know, great for changing air filters, so I don't have to pull my 6-foot ladder. I just got my little 2-footer, so I can get up there and change out the return air filter. It's quick and easy. Got all my hoses on this side to wash out those condenser coils. I got a few extra hoses. I got a 150-footer, an extra 50 feet, so I got 200 feet of hose. I think that's plenty. Got my nitrogen tank on this side. Can reach over so you can see my nitrogen. And I also got a big Milwaukee tripod light. Works really good in case you know, it gets late on me in an afternoon and I'm on the roof, you know, replacing a compressor. I pull out this tripod out there. It gives me a lot of light. Big help. Of course, my dolly. You know, the dolly works great for replacing condensers. If I got to do a condenser change out, I got my dolly here so I don't have to lift it or save my back. Got, of course, my set of torches. I think I've already pointed those out. But this is my setup. In here, I got my pack outs down there, my Milwaukee pack outs. I carry my 1/2-inch flex, you know, flex fittings, my male adapters, my 90s, 1/2 to 3/4. A lot of my electrical components are inside my pack outs. You know, like I said, sometimes I do installs too. So I carry a little bit of everything. I don't like having nothing on my truck that I got to run back to the shop or I got to run back to supply house to get. I don't like that. So I'll give you guys a tour of my front cab, what that looks like as I'm running service calls.